sit down. Okay. What the fuck is my line?
Okay.
I can cut all
Ready, set, action.
Hi, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Fictional Fights. I'm your lovely host, Charlie. Today we're going to be talking about Godzilla with my best friend, Melanie. She isn't well versed in the Zilla universe, but that's okay. That's what this is all about learning new things. Say hi, Melanie.
Hi. I do know a little bit about Godzilla. I've seen Godzilla and Kong, the first Godzilla, and then I just found out I have seen the Godzilla.
The newest one.
The newest one.
Yeah, where he's pink.
So I'm not
He's pink.
that uneducated.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the 2021 version of it. But did you know that Godzilla didn't always throw hands? He was like a symbol for the atomic bombs that were dropped during World War II.
Really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Godzilla was created years following the drop of the atomic bombs. He symbolizes the unknown about nuclear power. And according to an article I read, that's called The Symbolic Importance Behind Godzilla in 1954 to present by a guy named Grady Gertrude. Godzilla represents that if a bomb was a living organism, it'd be Godzilla, which kind of checks out with the present films.
I mean, that makes sense since he feeds off radiation and doesn't really eat people or anything.
Yeah, it does. But some people say that he was a result of nuclear testing and was a metaphor for uncontrolled and unregulated nuclear weapons, cited from On Godzilla, the Symbol in History by Justin Raper.
So, regardless of what he's a metaphor for, it does have something to do with like radiation and nuclear weapons. But it is kind of weird that he went from a symbol to just throwing hands with an ape and a robot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. But over the years, he slowly loses the metaphor, and now he just fights anything and everything.
I feel like that's what kind of people wanted him to be. It's just
He's
destruction.
Yeah, that's kind of... I mean, I don't know, man. He does a whole... What's the wrestling move where you take someone and you go... Bam!
WWE?
Yeah.
Godzilla is a true WWE master.
Yeah. But I mean, he wasn't, like... Now he's all about destruction, but he went from being destruction to being a protector to back to being a destruction, because he was a protector for Japan, where he would fight off creatures to protect Japan, and then he'd just go right back into the ocean.
But I mean, he still does that. Like, he still goes from leaving the area and just swimming back in the ocean, but I do think it's kind of funny that he just swims off and goes away after making so much destruction, like, clean it up, guys. Bye.
I know. Especially the 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong. They make so much destruction, and they kind of just like, please.
Yes. They don't even notice people flying off buildings. Off the plane. Bye.
I think there's a bridge scene where he walks into a bridge and all the cars just fall. I'd be like, damn. I would just.
Was it one of the bridges that goes up? Like, they were already putting the bridges up, or was it just a straight bridge?
It was just a straight bridge, and
Gotcha.
it was like, it was in Hong Kong, and so he just walks, he doesn't care, he just walks straight through it. It's not his problem. His problem was his problem was King Kong, except it turned into, like, Mechagodzilla, you know?
Yeah. I think our thing's go.
No,
we're good,
We're good.
But I do think it's still a good movie, but it's not surprising that a man couldn't handle not being the apex predator and created the robot Godzilla.
Yeah, Mechagodzilla.
Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, that was also a callback to, like, an old movie of Godzilla's. Like, the older versions. Because, like, there was a movie in, like, the 1947s, where it's Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I watched the 2002 version, and they made Mechagodzilla from a skeleton.
How does that even work?
I don't know. I was like 6 when I watched that movie. I never questioned it. I was like, yup, perfect. That makes so much sense. I don't even know. But it's like much like the 2021 version where they make Mechagodzilla out of a skeleton too.
Use Monster Zero's skull?
Well, yeah, because Monster Zero is dead. So they took part of Monster Zero's DNA and mixed it in with the robot, but they mostly used his head. So, but there was like no way Mechagodzilla was gonna kill Godzilla. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but didn't Kong have to help defeat Mechagodzilla because he would honestly be dead without Kong?
Yeah, I think that was like the whole point. I think that was like the whole point of the movie was that like they combined.
Are they trying to make them become like best friends or something?
Basically,
Are they trying to be
like they had a common enemy to fight. Common
what?
enemy. They had a common enemy to fight, and so then they just had to team up with each other. But if it didn't happen that way, Godzilla would have won anyways.
Yeah, but didn't they like restart his heart or something? Like didn't he die? Like,
Yeah, Kong died.
Kong died? Was
Yeah.
it Godzilla that died?
No, it was Kong that died.
Oh.
They had three. They did a best 2 out of 3. So Godzilla won the first one, Kong won the second one, then Godzilla won the third one because he basically killed Kong. But
how did Godzilla and Kong even become together? Did they just say, "Oh, let's throw them together"? Or
because
how do
Kong.
they
No, Kong was
relate?
like secure on his island because there was a bunch of storms, so Godzilla technically couldn't get there. But then, there's like this whole thing that they needed to get to Hollow Earth, and there's like no way they were gonna let Godzilla. They weren't gonna follow Godzilla in there, but the Apex company was trying to make Mechagodzilla to fight off Godzilla, and that triggered Godzilla. So he started destroying things. So then they went to Kong for help, and so they took Kong out of the island, and they're both apex predators, and so their natural instinct is to fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So like that's how that whole movie basically started, but then they became besties after that, and then there's like a whole silent treaty basically where King Kong would live in Hollow Earth, you know.
But Godzilla and Mechagodzilla, two different.
Two different.
Does Godzilla and Mechagodzilla ever meet?
In the you watched the movie.
I know, but I don't remember. Do they? Wait, no, duh. They fight. Never mind.
Fight
Yes,
in
they
the
fight.
movie.
They fight. No, I do. I know that. I know that. Mechagodzilla's the one. This one, right? With like the little.
This is regular Godzilla. Mechagodzilla is like a robot. Here, let me look it up for you.
Yes, because I can't picture him in my mind. I'm literally just thinking of like the blue. But yeah, no, that is regular.
He's got like
Godzilla, yeah.
red eyes. He's like a big robot. So like this is the old version. So he looks.
Okay, I remember
so
that.
he looks like
version.
an actual robot. I don't know if this is and then this is him today.
No, I don't remember.
This is what he looks like today. So this is what he was fighting. This is what Mechagodzilla. So he's red. He red.
Oh yeah, I don't. No, I don't.
When was the last time you watched?
I don't know. It was a while. It was a while.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's only 2025, and this was 4 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah. So. It's not that long ago, but that's okay. That's okay. But you learned something, didn't you?
I did. I'm gonna have to go and watch them.
Yeah. You should probably watch the other ones where it's Kong Skull Island because that's his origin. Then you got Godzilla. I believe it's a 2016.
Yeah, I
one.
think watching Kong Skull Island will make more sense of how
What's his name?
they come together.
Tom. It's one of the Toms.
Holland,
No.
Hanks,
No.
Tom Riddleston.
It's Loki.
Huh?
You know Loki?
Uh-huh.
The actor who plays Loki is in Kong Skull Island.
Tom Riddleston. Riddleston.
What's his name?
Tom Riddleston.
I'm pretty sure it's
Let's look it up.
Hiddleston.
No, Riddleston. I just know by like Rumpelstiltskin. I always did that. Tom.
I know it's not Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, that guy. That's funny.
Hiddleston!
I
told you!
It seems like there should be an R in there.
gosh. No.
Tom
what do you mean?
Hiddleston.
Yeah, Tom, he's in that movie.
Hiddleston.
He's hot. I mean, I didn't say
He
that.
really is.
Okay.
I don't know if this is appropriate for this video. But, so the
yeah.
people know, and people can agree.
Bam.
If you're thinking it, that's your brain, not us.
Well, I mean, Yeah, but he's in that movie. You have to watch the Godzilla 2016 and then Godzilla versus Godzilla King of Monsters, because that's when he fights a whole bunch of monsters. And that's where Monster Zero comes from.
Okay, yes. I think when I know who Monster Zero is.
It's Ghidorah. He's a three-headed dragon. He's not from Earth. So all the other Titans...
the same one. Oh, like from Hercules? Or different?
No, that's a Hydra. Okay, so when you chop off Ghidorah's head, he doesn't grow two more. He just regrows the one.
Oh, okay.
The Hercules one that you're talking about is
they grow
Hydra.
multiple.
They grow multiple.
Okay,
So anytime you cut off one, it grows two more heads.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's completely...
Imagine if you cut Godzilla's head off and he grew more heads.
That would be scary. That would be terrifying. I've actually heard I've heard that he has an extra brain in his tail.
What?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be crazy.
But I believe we're out of time. So I have to say goodbye.
Thanks for having me.
It was fun. Okay, but thank you, listeners, for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more. We're going to catch you guys later. But you better stay tuned in for next week, because next week I'm going to be talking about DC and Marvel to see the lineups between those two.
Gotta do my homework.
You're going to have to do your homework. Yeah, you're going to have to do your homework because you don't... She didn't know who Venom was. She forgot.
I did know who Venom was.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
You forgot his name. But that's okay. All right.
That's a story for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
It's like it wasn't recording.